going to let her have the floor for a second. Go ahead. Thank you. Next.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Hey,
I can
girl.
hear you. Hey.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey.
so, I'm sorry, first of all, that I'm crying, but, I want to first say that, the money that I have donated to Diane, I had absolutely no knowledge whatsoever what was being done with it, and I hope that everybody out there knows that Diane's mods had absolutely no knowledge of what had gone on and has gone on with everything that's come to today, that nobody knew anything.
No, I can say even as just
Absolutely
a
nothing.
supporter, nothing. We never dreamed it would get this far. I wasn't a mod, but I was a supporter, and
Yeah.
none of us dreamed it would get this far. We figured she would come and show them motherfuckers, all of us. Like,
Yeah.
we were like thinking she was going to come, show her proof, and make them look stupid. Like, that's what all of us thought. No, none of us
Right.
thought this.
Right, exactly. And I've been trolled saying that because I have given large sums of money, that I have funded sick kids being dead, and I've been trolled in the worst ways possible. And that was,
Yeah, they need to knock it off with that shit. Like putting all the blame on everybody else except for Diane. It's getting a little ridiculous.
and I beg Diane at this point, if she is listening, to please come out and say, including Wendy and including Randy, had no knowledge of what was going on. And I worry most about them because I know I've spoken in length with Wendy. I've spoken with Randy briefly. Just hope that they realize that we had no idea as mods. Like, I want to speak for the mods because I was in the mod Discord and nobody had any idea whatsoever. And I pray that Isaac or whoever lets that be, because
Well, yeah, you didn't know anything. Nobody knew anything. If anybody knew anything, they would have just said, people would have defended it so hard, but none of us knew anything. And, I'm sure that somebody will let him hear this, but none of the mods are even the same anymore. Like, nobody that I know mods for her anymore. They don't go in her chats. Like, none of us expected this outcome. That's all that's it's the truth.
Right.
That's all you can say. There's nothing else to say. Like, we didn't know. When we figured out how bad it was, most of us backed away. Like, I don't know anybody that supports Diane. Personally, me, I don't. And I used to know everybody that supported Diane. So just don't.
Well, other mods need to put themselves in their shoes. So say like MGL, she has like Ginger Locks, she has a couple ride or dies. Laura has what do you call it? Zero Filter now. Whoever, like, say you're like a ride or die hardcore supporter / mod of Laura or MGL or MFW, anybody, or make a mobster, and if that was being said about them after being told for how many years, like 2 or 3 years, yeah, all the money goes to St. Jude's. Like, we've all heard it how many times, and then you're like, why are you going to question like your close friends / can you picture any of them like actually going up to Laura and being like, yeah, Laura, I'm going to need receipts if I'm going to support you?
None of them are going to, right. And she, I mean, it's not like she's all on the up and up all the time, but none of them question it. And all you can do is just tell your truth, what you have, and just don't even.
No, and thank you for saying that, because I'm sure a lot of, I know like Kim Beerley has said this to us like in private and stuff, but it's hard because a lot of you guys don't have platforms or channels or anything like So I'm sure a lot of them appreciate you like being a voice for them. Like Sin has told us in private, like she's like very she's been very upset, and you know, she was really worried today. Like, I hope like Isaac doesn't come for the mods too, because it's hard because Diane is not, it's not like, you know, one of the other big creators around here that are always like live every day where you can like actually go troll them or anything, you know?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know Diane's listening. You need to listen, Diane. And I know you're not going to, but look what you're doing. Just go away.
And you know, Diane, I want you to hear it from me that you have spoken and you have said I was one of your biggest donors, and I went back and I tallied every single dollar I gave you, and I gave that money. I added it up and I gave that money to St. Jude. Okay, so for you to sit back and let Randy, Wendy, and Sin take the fall for that I have no words, because those people were genuine and they were good people, and they were your genuine friends. And
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't
It's not
even
fair.
come down to the money to me. It comes down to the fact that you just fucking left us.
Yeah, see, nobody cares. Yeah, nobody really cares about the money that I know of. If Diane would have just come out and handled it differently, we would be in a totally different spot. But she could not do it. Her ego wouldn't let her. So here we are. But you know, it's you've done all you can do. I think you know, I know what you have going on. Just focus on that stuff. I'm sure that this will get clipped or talked about. Somebody will let Isaac know that you commented, and we don't know anybody that even mods for her anymore. I used to know every mod. I think I knew every mod. None of them people mod for her anymore. She doesn't have their support. Whoever is supporting her, we don't know. So you've done all you can do. I really just want you to rest.
And you know, my problem is, aside from the money aspect of it, the friendships that I know, Randy, Wendy, and especially and Sin had for Diane, and for that just to be thrown like they were nothing. That's what bothers me the most. And I pray that somehow, some way that they can find peace in all of this, and they're not drug into this whole fucking mess that Diane created. That's my
right. I mean, Diane, realistically, I don't know how she's going to come back, but if she had any care for any of the people that did support her for all those years, she would just quietly go away for at least for a while, because every time she comes back, it's going to come back on you guys, you know, and that's not fair. It's not.
Right. And I want to make it clear to Isaac that I had no personal relationship with Diane. One day, and I believe it was when the whole Oni thing came out, I typed in her chat and I was a mod. I had no personal relationship with her, nothing. I was just a mod all of a sudden. And I feel sick. I feel sick over all of this. And some people that I care so deeply about, like Sin.
Yeah, they're all hurting right now, and it's
like wrong.
Nobody's going to give a shit unless I don't know. They just won't give a shit because they hate everybody so much.
And none of us want to talk about Diane 24/7, because that doesn't allow people like you, Randy, Sen, to move on. You guys have nowhere to go right now where the conversation does not turn to Diane. It's not even that we're all of us are done with her. I don't want to talk about it. Nobody has a place to go where it's not being discussed. That's all. Like, it's not, I'm not talking about it out of secrecy. I know everybody's just trying to move on. And how can you move on when we've all said what what we can say, So
Right. Exactly.
Kim Beerley, I didn't want to
Yeah.
interrupt you guys, but Kim Beerley said, I begged her in mod Discord, and instead of acknowledging me, she deleted my comments. So that's one of Diane's mods too, that, she would try to talk to her and she would just silence people.
On behalf of, I think I can speak for the mods. On behalf of the mods, we are sincerely sorry that this ended up how it did, because I know for a shadow of a doubt that the mods did not know at all what was going on, and I am extremely sorry that this has ended up how it is. The only person that can answer at this point is not Randy, is not Wendy. It's Diane. And
yeah.
and Diane, how dare you leave us all in this position where our real lives are being affected? I would like Isaac to know that I know for a fact that Wendy and Randy, they had no idea about this, and please leave them alone. Please, if you want to go after anybody, go after Diane, but Wendy and Randy, they were nothing but good, sincere to Diane, and I pray this works itself out. And I appreciate Amanda. I appreciate you so much for giving me a voice.
No.